cannot be married, now is the time to say so, or your marriage is not lawful, or seen in the eyes of God. Mr. Rochester, do you take?
The ceremony cannot continue. I declare the existence of a reason that these two cannot be married.
Well, I cannot continue on without proof that this allegation is true or false.
I have proof that my allegation is true, that Mr. Rochester has a wife, and that she is still living today.
Who are you?
The name is Briggs. I am a solicitor from London.
And you dare tell me that I have a wife? Give me proof of her existence.
On the date of October 20th, 1893, Edward Fairfax Rochester of Thornfield Hall was married to my sister Bertha Antoinette Mason at Christ Church in Spanish Town, Jamaica. The record of the marriage may be found in the register at the church, a copy of which is now in my possession. Signed, Richard Mason.
That may prove, if it is a genuine document, that I once had a wife, but it does not prove that she is still living.
She was living 3 months ago.
And how do you know that?
I have a witness whose testimony you must believe. Mr. Mason!
She is now living in Thornfield Hall. I was there last April before she tried to kill me.
Ah!
Yes, what you have said is true. Though you all may not have heard of a Mrs. Rochester, I am sure that you've heard of the rumors that of the creature that haunts Thornfield. The creature is indeed my wife and his sister, Bertha Mason. I've been hiding her in Thornfield for the past 15 years, for she is terribly mad. I cannot deny the fact that I did marry her 15 years ago, but only because I was forced to. Soon after our marriage, she went mad. She is taken care of by my maid, Grace Poole, for she is the only one that can control her. You may come to Thornfield and see Bertha, and judge for yourselves if I had the right to break our matrimony with Jane. But you all need to know that Jane knew nothing of her. She knew not that our marriage was unlawful, and she was marrying a bad man with a mad wife. Come now, let us go to Thornfield and see Bertha. There will be no wedding today, sir.
I'm so sorry.
Mr. Mason, you know this place. This is where she bit and stabbed you. This is where she stays.
Why, hello, Mr. Rochester.
Hello, Mrs. Poole. How is she today?
She's okay, a bit snappy, but not out of control. I advise you leave, mister, for she has heard you.
Mrs. Poole, you must let me see her. It'll only be a few moments.
Be careful, sir, be careful.
As you all have now seen, that is my wife. That is what I must live with, the only wife I shall ever know. Can you now see that my decision to marry Jane is a just one? Bertha is barely human. She is not what I want as my wife, but this girl is what I want to have. This young girl who stands grave and quiet in the worst of situations, and she has been so collected as these events have played out. Please, compare these two. Compare Jane's clear eyes with the red balls of fire, her face with the mask, her form with that bulk. Then judge me, men. Judge me for my decisions, and remember, with what judgment you make, you shall be judged.